Welcome to Wrestling Monkeys. I am Jay Blair, and it's WrestleMania weekend, but there's another big wrestling event this weekend. It's kind of like Ring of Honor's WrestleMania. It's called Supercard of Honor, and it very well could be just as big as WrestleMania. For those of you who do not watch Ring of Honor, this could be like the show that you should introduce yourself with. It's gonna have also some New Japan stars on it, so also if you're not familiar with New Japan, this is also a good time to watch it. Though it will be on the same night of NXT TakeOver, so maybe you can just watch it like the next morning or something like that if you don't want to miss it. But let's run down the card a little bit and talk about Supercard of Honor this weekend. Now, first of all, it's in New Orleans because Ring of Honor is a troll and likes to do this event where the same city that WrestleMania is in. This is funny, I guess. But the main event of the evening is a Bullet Club versus Bullet Club match. For those of you who don't know, there's kind of been infighting within the Bullet Club. They haven't broken up officially yet. But the big match of the night is Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes, which is going to basically be hopefully deciding if the Bullet Club is staying together or not. Also low on the card I'm just going to go through the Bullet Club stuff first because most of you know the Bullet Club either way. We're going to have Marty Scurll fighting for the Ring of Honor Championship against Dalton Castle, which this could be the show that crowns him as more of a main event. Though he main events a bunch of independent shows, but up until recently he hasn't main evented like New Japan yet, and he just started main eventing Ring of Honor. And he's gotten himself over very much, so this is kind of like his award, and they may just give him the title. It's just unfortunate that it's probably not main eventing the show. The main event's probably going to be Cody versus Kenny Omega. Earlier in the show, they're going to have for those of you who don't know, they have a 6-man tag team championship, which is basically you do 3 versus 3. Yeah, a lot of independent companies do these types of titles. It's going to be so-called uncensored, which is for TNA fans, remember Bad Influences and stuff like that, versus Flip Gordon and the Young Bucks. Flip Gordon isn't part of Bullet Club, I believe, though. But this match is a very important one because they've been teasing that the Young Bucks will actually break up. And if they do so, it should be on this type of stage. It is Ring of Honor's big stage, and Young Bucks are kind of more Ring of Honor than they are New Japan. They do a lot of New Japan matches, but in my opinion, at least, they're kind of more Ring of Honor. So I think they will break up on this type of stage because they didn't. I mean, if not, you have to wait a whole another year for Wrestle Kingdom or Supercard of Honor, because I don't think they should break up on such a kind of smaller show. But history, no matter what, even if nothing happens with the Bullet Club tonight, Marty Scurll does not get crowned as champion, there will be history because the Women's Championship, the first ever Ring of Honor Women's Champion, will be crowned, which is kind of weird that they never had a Women's Champion because everyone likes to say that independent companies kind of do women's wrestling better. But Ring of Honor never, which is arguably now the second company in America, now because Impact goes down each year. We really don't know if that's going to make it. Every year we say, will Ring of Honor be better? Will finally take the second spot, and will TNA go down? Will TNA end? And I think Ring of Honor now is officially in the second spot because it feels like TNA is each year is more on its last leg, which is more for those who don't like WWE but do like Impact. It's more time to kind of watch Ring of Honor, because who knows how long Impact will stay along for. But they're crowning the first ever champion, which has been a tournament type thing that they've been doing. So there will be 3 women's matches. They will do 2 semifinal matches, and the winners of those matches will face off. And the fans, Emma is in this tournament. She's doing way better matches than she usually does. This is kind of what a lot of people are saying is, oh, she shouldn't have been a jobber this whole in WWE. She could have been so much better. For those of you who always question why do people say this is, watch her Ring of Honor matches and you will kind of understand. So she could be in the finals. She's at least in the semifinals. And she could very well be Ring of Honor champion. There's a lot of other matches. There's 10 matches in total. I think I went through about half of the card. There's more matches. There's a last man standing match on the show. There's a regular tag team match between the Briscoe brothers. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm not good at pronouncing things. I do know who they are, so don't be in the comments like, oh, he doesn't know who they are. But I do. I just can't pronounce things right. Was it Jay Lethal? And the guy, I'm not even going to attempt to say his name, but he's a big New Japan guy. This is why we don't cover New Japan, because I can't say their names at all. But if you want to get into Ring of Honor, or kind of was questioning, this is the stage to do so. It's possibly the biggest of the year, and it's gonna basically lead into a lot of stories leading on, and it could be one of the most historic shows depending on if they do kind of the moments people are expecting them to do. But I don't know, let us know in the comments below, would you be watching Supercard of Honor? Would you be watching Ring of Honor in general? And what do you think of the show? Did you think that match was left off the show? Do you think the Bullet Club will break up? I've been Jay Blair. This has been Wrestling Monkeys. Good night.